What's up, everybody? I hope you're having a great day. Today we got another Time Warp Wednesday, so sit back and relax. Today's topic, I'm going to be talking about how I want to pace my half marathon. Tomorrow I have a new video coming out talking about all the specific numbers and the distances I'm going to be running, building up for my half marathon. But today we're going to talk about the pace and how I want this race to actually go. Let's get into it. Before we get too far in the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and have your post notifications turned on so you know when I post next, which should be tomorrow. Alright, so I'm going to start off talking about how I paced my past half marathons and what I plan on changing and keeping the same. So for my past half marathons, I started out really slow and tried speeding up through it. And that's what I'm going to keep the same. I'm definitely going to keep doing that. Negative splitting for a race is how you should be running. You're going to feel better in the beginning, and then you're going to keep carrying the momentum and hopefully keep building up speed as you go throughout the race. Alright, so that's a little bit of my drive to the park. I'm about to get a 5 or 6 mile run in, and then after I'm going to show you a little bit more of the UNT campus driving around. I've showed you on my bike before and running, but today I'm going to show you a time warp of driving around on campus. Alright, let's go. So I'm cutting the run short because it's actually pretty spicy outside, and of course I always choose to run right in the middle of the day. Don't know why I do this to myself, but I mean, maybe long-term effects, I'm actually going to be a lot better at running in the heat, but right now I'm not liking it too much. It is getting cooler though, so I'm super happy about that. Let's get to the next part of Time Warp Wednesday on UNT campus. Let's go. As you can see, we're leaving the park right now and we're heading over to the UNT campus. While we're doing that, I'm gonna do a little life update. I am somewhat kind of have a job right now. I haven't started it and it's nothing too big, but I'm really excited about it. Y'all have definitely heard about it and maybe have used it in the past, but what I'm going to be doing is DoorDash, and it seems kind of fun. All I'm doing is picking up food, taking it to people's houses. I've heard stories you can make $25 an hour pretty consistently. And definitely where I'm at, which is Denton, Texas, college students everywhere. There's another college not too far away. So definitely college students are going to be using DoorDash. So I'm hoping I can make some decent profit and have enough money that I can actually save. I am also looking for other jobs that are going to be more consistent, but this is something that's going to be super fun and I get to choose my own hours and all that. So it's going to be super fun and I'll let y'all know how it goes, but super excited. Okay, as you can see, we're on the UNT campus now, and keep an eye out because the roads are super bad on campus, and I want to see if you can notice it. Even with the GoPro stabilization, there's probably going to still be a lot of bumps and stuff like that because the roads are terrible, and even my truck feels like it's just going to snap in half. Keep an eye out for that. I've ran a total of 3 half marathons, and all of them I tried negative splitting. Most of the time I can keep building up my speed and upping my pace up until about mile 9, but when I get to mile 9, that's usually when I hit the wall. So I'm changing my training a little bit so I can really feel prepared when I get to mile 9 to continue at a faster pace and continue pushing the pace till the end of the race. So the half marathon that I got my PR in, I started all the way at an 8:45 and tried bringing down my pace throughout the race all the way to 7:50. And that for me, 7:50 is not fast, but whenever you're trying to run the 7:50 in the last mile of a half marathon, it does kind of hurt a little bit, especially when you started out so slow. I kind of felt like I had a lot of energy all the way up until mile 6, 7, and 8, and then literally when I got to mile 9, something happened and I hit the wall. And I think part of it is because the momentum wasn't as good as it should have been. I should have had more momentum and should have been going a little bit faster just to keep the pace moving and going with the flow, because I really did feel like I was going super slow in the beginning, which was a good thing. I knew that if I start out slow, then I'm going to feel good in the future. But I think I overdid it and started out too slow and didn't have enough momentum to carry me through the 9 to the end of the race miles. So I am gonna change that. I'm gonna start out a little bit faster and keep more of a steady pace, but still speeding up, but holding my pace for a lot longer miles. So usually what I'll do is mile 4 through 9 or 10, I'm gonna hold almost the same exact pace for that whole time. Mile 1 through 4 is gonna be the build up to that pace. Mile 10 through 13, that's where I'm gonna start pushing the pace and trying to cover as much ground as I can and treating it kind of like a 5K. If I put it that it's a 5K and I'm like, okay, I can go really fast for this, that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to act like it's a 5K and I haven't been running 10 miles before that. It is difficult, but that's kind of how I like to look at the last 3.1 miles of a half marathon. All right, we got just a little bit more of this Time Warp Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned a little bit about me and how I plan on pacing this half marathon. If you did enjoy this, hit that like button. If you really enjoyed this, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.